Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's 5 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I'd like to talk about my level of disgust and anger with Trump's tweets and actions or inaction over the last 2 days. I'm going to get to that in a second, but I just want to clear up. Yesterday, when I came on early in the morning, there was still not too much word on the Nashville incident. And most of you guys, I just want to clear it up now. Most of you guys probably already know. It's starting to look like the person that was responsible for that is probably no longer with us. Probably went with his RV. Anthony Quinn Warner, 63 years old, self-employed IT specialist, may have had some issues. This may have been connected to the AT&T building. 5G. The troubling thing with this now, like I told you yesterday, my fears, what troubled me about that. The thing is, when something like this happens, there's so many groups of conspiratorial minded people that there's like a half dozen groups right off the top of most people's heads that this could be attributed to. In other words, there's so many groups of lunatics out there right now that when something like this happens, it's hard to figure out which group of wingnuts it is. So this pretty much looks like a lone wolf type situation. It kind of reminds me of Ted Kaczynski, except with a much bigger end result. Anyway, doesn't look like what I initially thought it was. I just want to clear that up quick. I didn't want to leave that loose end after yesterday's video. So that's the way it's starting to look. It was just one guy, a conspiratorial type situation, and he believed he was making a statement. Who knows? That's all the time I'm going to waste on that guy. And I hope Nashville, I hope the people in the city of Nashville get back on their feet as soon as possible. I wish them the best of luck getting back together after this. All right, moving on now. Donald Trump. As you guys know, I'm no fan, obviously, right? But over the last day or two, I've hit a new level. There's times when his actions, his inactions, his words get to a point where I just get inflamed, furious with this guy and the people that still support him. Right now, it's the tweets. I think it was the evening of Christmas Day night, the 25th, or the evening of the 26th. He had it was Christmas night. He went on a tweeting rampage, like 6-7 tweets in 1 hour. And the thing that drives me crazy is there's so much suffering with the American people right now. And if you look at these six or seven tweets that Trump put out in 1 hour overnight, it's just completely all about him and these fraudulent election claims. Just one sentence after another had nothing to do with the suffering the American people are dealing with right now, with unemployment running out, evictions, the 330,000 deaths from COVID-19 just in the last 10 months. This year, we lost a third of a million people from this. A third of a million Americans gone. And this doesn't seem to concern him at all whatsoever. It doesn't. He's golfing. He's on a golf course with his rich senator buddy, uh, I tell you guys, it's scary how angry I get. And these 6 tweets are it's just, at least from my point of view, when I read these tweets, you could see that he's trying to influence people with, he's like, well, take a look at this analytic, or take a look at this city or that city, big fraud here, check it out. And it's like he sounds exactly like one of his conspiratorial minded fans. And it's just one sentence after the next with half-ass election fraud claims that go nowhere. If you check them out, he says, well, check this out or check that out. And if you do check them out, you'll see that they've been debunked. It's all lies. Another thing I want to talk about too is the $2,000 COVID relief thing. I got fooled with his lying. If you listen, everything that comes out of his mouth is almost always dishonest. When he talked about the money going overseas, right? And he listed about 5 or 6, mostly Central American countries, I guess, right? I fell for that, and as did a lot of Americans. He comes on and he says, that he wants $2,000 for each person. That $600 is an insult, which it is. We'll get to that in a second. But then he lists these countries that are getting this money, and he makes it sound like they're getting our COVID relief money. No, this is a lie. And I fell for it. And I think 99% of Americans probably fell for it. There's 2 different bills here. There's the spending bill. And that money for those countries is for American businesses. And it's money that he himself requested. I saw more about this on the David Pakman show. I'll put a link to the specific video. And those 2 4-minute videos that Trump put out is just a web of complete dishonest lies. And it infuriates me that I fell for that. The way he phrased that he wants money, the $2,000 for American people, and that this money is going overseas for other business, for other countries. It's lies. It's dishonest. And he knows this. It's 2 separate, there's a spending bill, and then there's the COVID relief bill. I fell for it. I did. And he asked for this money himself. And it's just a sham. It's smoke and mirrors. Just to make him look like he's fighting for the American people. When it's complete dishonesty is what it is. He himself wanted that money for those American businesses in those countries. It was dishonest. He was trying to influence the American people with complete dishonesty. Infuriates me. This is one of the biggest ones right here, where it was a tweet from Christmas night where he talks about 2,000 plus 2,000. Now, I don't know if he's asking for $4,000 now. And there's no doubt in my mind that this isn't about the American people. This is about putting McConnell on the spot and getting back the Republicans. The Republicans in name only, as he calls them. That's all this is about, it's a power play. It has nothing to do with you or me or the suffering we're going through there. He's playing games with our lives. And in his tweet, it says, remember, it's all China's fault. This is a tweet from the evening of the 25th, overnight, 25th and the 26th, I believe. Remember, it's all China's fault. Now, why would he even put that in a tweet? We're talking about money relief, stimulus bill for the American people, right? Businesses suffering COVID-19. And he says 2,000 plus 2,000, but remember, it's all China's fault. Now, look at that tweet. Looking at it for what it is it's just a populist president trying to inflame his authoritarian base, his xenophobic authoritarian base, and it's misdirection. It's misdirection too. Forget about the evictions that are going to happen tomorrow, Monday, and people losing all their unemployment while he's golfing. It's all China's fault. Don't forget that. Oh man, when I read that, it's just, don't forget, it's all China's fault. I can't believe and this actually works. This actually works with people. It's not my fault, it's all China's fault. I want to give you $2,000, and it's all China's fault that this all started, but I want to give you $2,000. What a load of dishonest, misdirecting crap this is. Infuriates me. Here we are, how many weeks after the election now? We're going to come up on, 2 months soon. 2 months. And this guy still can't wrap his head around the fact that he lost. He lost. This is just downright, he has serious mental issues. You look at these tweets and he's just going on and on about poor me, I was robbed, we were robbed. America, the biggest fraud ever, I was robbed. And then he goes on to talk about Melania. How the fashion industry, the elites, didn't put her on enough covers of fashion magazines in the last 4 years. And it's that they were blessed with the most wonderful, beautiful first lady ever, and they didn't take advantage of it. This is what he's talking about. This is what concerns him while he's golfing in his multi-million, billion-dollar resort, denying the American people any relief. Well, people are losing their unemployment benefits tomorrow. He's complaining that his wife didn't get on the cover of enough fashion magazines in the last 4 years. And it's all China's fault. Oh my God. And then there's the people that still want this guy for 4 more years? Are you kidding me? Melania, yeah. Melania wasn't on enough fat. This is what's concerning him as he's golfing. His trophy wife didn't get on enough covers of fashion magazines in the last 4 years. What a travesty. Oh, man. I got to stop now before my blood pressure goes through the roof. Thank God he's gone. And this is what worries me. He keeps talking about January 6th. I'll see you in Washington, January 6th. Going to be a rager. I can't be done with him soon enough. All right, I'll be back later with another video. You guys have a good Sunday.